Hey guys, it's Mike Stenhouse here, host of the Inside Property Investing podcast. And if you've listened to many of the recent episodes of the show, you'll have noticed that a lot of our guests are talking about Property Bee as one of their favorite tools or resources to help them with their property investing. So I just wanted to take a couple of minutes to talk you through Property Bee, how it works, how you can get it installed, and why they see such value in it. Now, as they've mentioned on the show, the first thing you need to do is to install Firefox if you don't already have that available. And the easiest way to do that is to open up an internet browser, and if you type Firefox into the search, the website you're looking for is this one, mozilla.org. So if you click into here, you can download Firefox. It only takes a couple of minutes. You don't need to use it as your default browser. You can uncheck that whilst you're installing it, and you can only use it for Property Bee like I do. So once you've got this installed, the next step is to go back to your search bar and search for Property Bee. And again, the website you're looking for here is www.property-bee.com. So if you click into here, it tells you a little bit about what the Property Bee toolbar is. And basically, as it says, it's an add-on for the popular Firefox web browser. It works on a number of the major property portals, predominantly Rightmove and primelocation.com. And it gives you a history of when the property was put on the market, which admittedly Rightmove gives you anyway, price changes up and down, whether the property has changed status, so if it's gone from available to sold and back again, which is obviously fantastic if you're looking to negotiate the price down because you've got a motivated seller, and any general changes to the details since the property was listed. And I'll show you what all of this looks like in just a minute. But in order to install it, what you need to do is click on this Install Now button up on the toolbar. That'll download a file. You click that, it launches. You need to install the toolbar. It asks you to register your details. And once you've done that, the toolbar will automatically load every time you log into Firefox and go onto Rightmove. Now, if you're familiar with Rightmove, you will know that if you go and do a search for a property, let's just do Stockport and find properties, it will tell you some of the information that Property Bee does as well. So it tells you when the property was added, or if the price has changed, it will tell you when the property was last reduced. And it will obviously tell you the current price and the information about it, but that's about it. If we switch over to Firefox now, where I've already got Property Bee installed, and we go to Rightmove again, if we do that same search for properties in Stockport, you'll see on the results page that there is some additional information that wasn't there before, and it's in these purple boxes. Sometimes they're yellow depending on the changes that have been made, but it's this section here that is powered by Property Bee, as you'll see in the bottom right hand corner. And some of them have got quite a lot of information. This one, for example, has had price changes, it's had description changes. But the two main things you're looking for with Property Bee obviously are price changes, so you can see if vendor is quite keen to get the property sold quickly, and also if it's gone sold subject to contract and then come back on the market, because again they will be quite motivated to sell. Now I'm going to bring the price down here because some of the more expensive properties don't always have the information we're looking for, as an example. So I'm going to bring it down to 250,000, click update results, and we've still got over 1,000 properties available. So the good thing about Property Bee is that in the information section it always uses the same terminology, and rather than reading through all of these, what I like to do is get as many results on the page as possible. So I change this results per page to 50, and then if you hit Control and F on your keyboard, it brings up this search box down at the bottom. And the two things that I tend to search for are price change, and you'll see on this page there are 68 matches, so there's been quite a lot of price changes here. And then if you just use this arrow to scroll through them, it will take you to every price change, so you don't need to read through it manually. You can see here this one's changed from 265 to 259,000. We've had another one from 270 to 250. Actually, this one's had the price changed quite a lot. It's been on the market for a couple of years, And if we look down here, so the first mention of price, it looks like the first price was 315, then it went down to 300, from 300 to 270, 270 to 250, and that would give me the impression that they're quite keen to sell this one. The fact that they've dropped the price by £65,000 and it's still on the market after all those years, I imagine they're a motivated seller. The other thing as well as price change is if you type in sold STC, again, rather than having to read through it all, you can see there's 3 matches on here. So this one has had the status changed from available to sold on the 26th of March, and then on the 2nd of April it has come back on the market. So again, that could be a good potential one to call up and see if they'd be willing to accept a lower offer. Now obviously if you can find ones where they've been sold and they've had a price change, you know that you're most likely going to be dealing with a motivated seller. So that's just a little tip that I find extremely useful. When you're searching your own area, like I say, get as many results as you can on the page that match your criteria, and then rather than reading through all the information, search for sold STC and search for price changed, and that will show you the most important information that property B has found for you. I hope that's been useful. If you've got any questions on property B or using Rightmove generally to find properties, by all means feel free to drop me an email, mike@insidepropertyinvesting.com, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks a lot.